My dear friends, welcome back to Bee Spice. This is Bala with you. In this session, we'll discuss about how to prepare data sheet for on-off valve. So this will be the last session for the on-off valve. So if you're a first-time viewer, just for your info, we have already uploaded videos on valve design and actuator types and also parameters that impact the actuator selection, and additionally how to do the perform the torque calculation for the on-off valve, and also the last video we discussed about the actuator sizing. So this will be the data sheet preparation. So yeah, before going into the agenda, I wanted to thank all of you for your continuous support, friends. Keep supporting and keep watching. And special thanks to all the members, exclusive BSpice members. Okay. So the agenda here, as usual, will focus on general information. Then we also touch upon a bit on line data, process condition, and most main importantly, we focus on the body and trim, which is very vital, and of course the actuator, asset, performance in the sense, the closing, opening, and the what do you call the leakage class, all this, then position switcher. Okay, then of course the solenoid valve and options and accessories. These are the 10 items we are going to focus on. So let us start with the general information. So this is very simple. We'll just run through it. Basically tag number, right? So tag number, you have to get it from a P&ID, insert it, P&ID number, equipment, service, location, all these we can get it from the P&ID. Yeah. And area classification, we have to get it from our electrical or process colleagues, friends. For example, zone 2, gas group 2A, temperature 3. Okay. In fact, in our BSpy channel, we have uploaded an exclusive video on this hazardous area classification. You can watch and get benefited. Then certification organization, maybe explosion proof or IS, based on your requirement. Then instrument type, on off or manual, control valve on off or manual. Okay, then one point I want to inform here, the high performance, if it is a high process performance or severe service, then you include as a high performance, friends. Okay, that's it. So yeah, then we'll talk about the line data. Very, very important actually. The line number. Refer the P&ID of the project and input it. This is the line number. And if you have any challenge in reading the line number, we have uploaded one video. In fact, that is our first video. How to prepare. I mean, how to read a P&ID. You can watch and get benefited. And line size, of course, refer to the P&ID and input the line size, inlet and outlet. Basically here, for example, 4 inch. Pipe schedule here, what I've included is schedule. So you need to refer the piping spec from the piping team and input it. Then piping material insulation also, you have to refer to the piping class from the piping team input, whether it's a carbon steel or what is the tray insulation, whether it is steam trays, all these. Then orientation, of course, you have to get it from your, P&ID. Yeah, you can see that vertical, left to right, all these vertical down, vertical up, all these you have to fill in. Okay. Friends, again, I'm giving a very comprehensive idea, friends. Some of the company, they use very limited information. So the idea is I'm giving everything. So you can choose whatever you want. Even the parameters I'm telling, the parameters. Okay, coming back to the process condition, fluid name, fluid state, fluid service, shut-off pressure differential, very, very important, and upstream pressure, temperature, design pressure, minimum, maximum, design temperature, ambient design temperature, critical exposure temperature, fouling service, corrosive nature like ammonium chloride or chloride's presence, toxic, erosive, all these you need to get it from our process colleagues and input it. Very simple, isn't it? Yeah, this is okay. Now we go to the very important aspect of this on-off valve, body and trim. So body type. See, normally we put VTA, we will get it from the vendor, but just wanted to, give you some insights on this. Can be an angle, can be a gauge guided, double port, inline, line, lagged or offset, pinch, clamp, any type, body type. Then bonnet, of course, standard is of a normal application, and if it is a cryogenic, we can go for extension bonnet. Then body size. This is actually same as the line size. Same as the line size. If your line is 4 inch, then it is same. If you have seen our videos, previous videos on this subject, we talked, right? Yeah, same as the line size. Yeah. Then in connection can be a flanged, rice place, flat place, ring type joint, a separable flange based on your requirement. Flat facing finish, yeah. 125 250 roughness average or 250 500 roughness average in line with the NCB 16.5. Then N connection size, yeah, of course, same as the line size. N connection outlet also same as the line size. Okay. Then few more to add on. Face-to-face standard, friends. See, this, if it is for a short length, you have to follow ANSI B 16.10. If it is long, we have to follow ISA S5, S75.20. Then stem, shaft, seal, and packing type. VTA basically, but I have given some info for you. Backseat, bellows, braided rings, laminated, live loading, molded ribbon, pressure energized, purging, packing box, anything you can choose based on your requirement. But if you are very difficult, then go with the vendor to advise. Cooling fan, of course, vendor to advise if applicable only. Then body and bonnet material purely in line with piping spec. We need to follow the piping spec. Could be 304 SST. I think it's a typo error. 304L SST, 316 SST, alloy strain, anything you can chase. Again, purely based on your piping spec. Then bolting, body and bonnet material also in line with piping spec. Whether it's a high strength, low strength, all these you can choose based on your piping spec. Okay. Then bolting, packing gland material. Yeah, this one, of course, we have to, get it from vendor, but there are some choices: alloy 20, grade 8, Hastel life, or corrosive environment, all these service, all these monal 400, we can choose this. Okay, so that's about, and few more to add on. In fact, body gasket material, 304 SST or 316 SST graphite or 316 SST Teflon or Inconel. You can choose on this. Packing material, yeah, normally yeah, we go with graphite or braided Teflon or PTFE graphite combination. So packing material, then packing gland bolt torque. So that is VTA and closure member. The closure member is nothing but the valve, cylindrical diaphragm, eccentric plug, eccentric spherical disc. The closure member means the closer part. Yeah. If it is a valve, that ball segment, right? Yeah, that is the one. Closure member type. Okay, friends? Okay. So, one moment. Okay. What I mentioned, yeah. See, you take a case of a ball valve. The closure member is a ball shaped disc. See, basically, when the valve is opened by a quarter turn of the actuator, the hole in the ball is lined parallel to the flow to allow the media to pass through. So basically, it's a you know ball shaped disc. That's a closure member type. So you can have the cylindrical diaphragm, eccentric, anything based on your application and choice, selection basically. Yeah. Trim type, erosion resistant. If it is erosive service, reduced port or soft seated trim type. Okay. And yeah, again, closure member guides basically. We'll go with the vendor to advise, but there are some, guidelines, gauge guided, port guided, post guided, stem guided, all these. Okay, friends. So that's about it. And few more. Seat ring type. So it can be clamped in, integral or replaceable or threaded in. Then flow direction, bidirectional, bottom to top, diverge, forward, reverse, top to bottom. Then here one more point here, friends. Flow force tends to. So meaning, yeah, of course we can get it from vendor, but we also need to know this. So flow to close, flow to open. Okay. So what is this flow to close and flow to open? Okay, flow to close. Flow to close is also known as a reverse flow, or in a global war, flow over the seat. In a global, we call it as a flow over the seat. Maybe I'll give just an example, friends, for flow to close. Imagine a drain plug in a bathtub. Imagine a drain plug in a bathtub. The flow direction is against the back or top of the plug rather than the face, right? The flow direction is against the back or top of the plug. Okay. It's not the face. So it's creating a tendency for the plug to close into the drain, right? Yes. So in valves, similarly, this means the fluid flows over the plug, resulting in a closing action. You got it, friends? In valves, flow to close means the fluid flows over the plug, so resulting in a closing action. So basically, FTC, flow to close, is ideal for high pressure and high temperature application. Basically, if you see a practical, application, it's commonly used in anti-cavitation trim actually, in a rotary valve or something actually. Okay. So the point is flow tend to close is fluid flows over the plug, resulting in closing of the valve action, and it's used for high pressure and high temperature application. Okay, friends. So what is the flow tend to open? So flow tend to open is a standard flow or forward flow. Okay. See, imagine again, I'm giving one example. Imagine controlling the flow of water from a garden hose, with your thumb. So we are, with our thumb, we are controlling, right? Yes. So our thumb actually acts like the face of the plug in a glow ball. In this case, the flow pushes against your thumb, right? To open the path of the water, right? Yes. So similarly, in a valve, it means the fluid flows directly against the plug. So giving an opening action. That's it, friends. So this FTO, flow to open, is commonly used in general service application, unless there is a specific reason to go with flow to close. So that is for higher application, I mean high temperature and pressure. Okay, friends. So flow to open is for general service. Okay, I think this is enough, I think, right? Yeah. So lubricator again VTA, and yeah, can be tap and plug only. Yeah, we can just tap and plug. That one option is there. And rated travel rotation, we have to get it from the vendor. Shaft blowout prevention. Yeah, this is also very, very important, friends. And nowadays, see, basically this shaft blowout prevention is a critical safety consideration in a valve design. So what is shaft blowout? In certain types of check valves and butterfly valves, the drive actually, the drive shaft connects the internal valve disc to an external compound. For example, such as pneumatic cylinder or counterweight, right? So if the drive shaft becomes disconnected from the disc due to the failure, it can lead to a catastrophic event like a shaft blowout. So during the shaft blowout, the valve internal components separate, allowing a high pressure fluid to escape unrestrained, right? So this will result in fires or vapor cloud expansion or maybe a hazardous situation. So that is why, this we are going for it. Okay. So that's a point. Okay. Yeah. Then bushing bearing material, you can choose any of this option, if it is, very corrosive, all these you can go for Hastelai Alloy 20, or for normal application, you can go for 316. Right, friends? Good. Then few more to add on. Closure member type we have seen. Now closure member material. This is also same. For a normal application, you can go for 316 SST. And if it is a corrosive, you can go for a light 20, Hastel B, Inconel, Monel, PTFE, reinforced, titanium, all these. Then guide or retainer material. This is also same as this closure member material. Can go for 316 or alloy 20, Hastel IB or Inconel, Monel, PTFE, reinforced or titanium. Seat ring material also same. Actually, I'm not repeating, friends. It's all same actually. Then, yeah, seat ring material and seat material. This is also same actually. So everything is, boiled down towards the application, friends. So that is why I'm telling the piping spec is very, very important. All these you need to, align with the piping spec, piping material spec. That's what very, very important. Of course, you know that, but just want to, I mean, what do you call, inform you all. Okay. Then stem shaft material also. So it's all same actually. Okay. So that's it. Then hot facing coating. alloy 6 plug surface, colmonoid, stellite full counter, stellite guide area, stellite seat full bore, stellite seal surface, tungsten carbide. So you can have all these, any of these options, the hard facing, okay. Then rated flow coefficient, of course, we need to get it from the VTA, I mean vendor. Then fail safe design, yes, whether it's a fail open or fail close, and maximum torque valve opening. Okay, this one also we have to get it from the vendor. So in fact, we have uploaded a video on torque calculation. You can refer. So this is a Newton meter, right? Then sizing, actuator sizing also. The factor. So this one we have already uploaded a video, but again I am want to say as a recap. Minimum 2 times torque of the ball valve requirement for shutdown application. Here we are talking about the actuator torque sizing, friends. So if it is a shutdown application, you have to have a minimum 2 torque of the ball valve, 2 times. Minimum 1.6 times torque of the butterfly valve for shutdown application. Then 1.5 times torque for sequencing application in case of ball valve type based on the maximum operating pressure. This is the actuator sizing. Okay, friends? Right. So now we are done with this, friends. We are done with the body and trim. Okay. Now we are go with the actuator. So actuator type, electric, hydraulic, pneumatic. Again, depends on the application, which I already uploaded a video on this. Okay. You can watch and get benefited. I have given all these in a single playlist, friends. If you read the 6 videos, you will be a master on of all. That's it. Then actuator acting style, single acting, double acting, right? Failure action, open, close, fail last, right? Minimum available as supplied. So as per project spec, so 4.5 to 5.5 bar. Then air supply actually. Yeah, this is also project requirement. Maybe sometimes 6 bar also. It's again required air supply. Okay. Then allowable air supply as per project specification. Yeah, maximum we can go for 9 bar, right? Hand wheel mounting, whether you want or not. So continuous, gear operated, limit closing stop, limit opening stop. What for you want this? Hand mounting actually. Continuously operating or gear operated or limit closing stop, limit opening stop. Okay, this is about this actuator. Then few more travel stop. Yes, close stop, open stop. I need this fire protection type enclosure. Yeah, this is basically enclosure and casing and cylinder material. It can be aluminum or anodized aluminum or carbon steel. Then diaphragm o-ring material, fluoroelastomer, Buna-N, nitrile or nylon. Fireproof enclosure material. Basically, this depends if you want actually. If a fireproof is required, then we can go for it. And of course, we can check with the vendor. And spring material, carbon steel, rust resistance coating, all these. So actuator also we are done. Now we'll go into the air set. Okay. Filter type, basically air filter or air set. Set pressure in line with project spec, yeah, 4.5 bar. Pressure gauge, of course, I need this output supply. Then tubing size, quarter inch or maybe sometimes half an inch also. It's basically the panel, the panel, all these. The actuator, the air filter, regulator, all these we are assembling, right? So that tubing. Then tubing fitting material, yeah, can be 316 SST, copper or PVC coated. That's about the asset. Then performance leakage class, yeah, class 4, class 5 it is TSO, tight shut off, class 6 also tight shut off. Then opening travel time, this one as per the process requirement, friends. Closing time also as per process requirement. In fact, I have uploaded a video on this also, the closing and requiring time actually. Maybe you can watch and learn from there. Okay, will not focus much here. Okay, then position switch, position sensor type, mechanical micro switch, proximity. Okay, then contact rating, of course vendor, we have to get it from vendor. Contact arrangement, single pole double throw, double pole double throw, based on our requirement. Contact material, yeah, basically gold plated, friends. This is about this position switch. Then we have a solenoid valve, body type, two-way or three-way, inlet connection size, vendor to advise, coil rating also vendor to advise, coil voltage also vendor to advise. Okay, then installation class, we can go for A, B, F or H. Okay, based on the rating. Then we have a manual operator reset, electrically trip reset or free reset. Then type of actuation, direct acting. I'm talking about solenoid valve now. Operation style, normally open or normally close or diverting. Mounting position, horizontal left to right or horizontal right to left. Enclosure standard and rating, IEC 60529, IP66. Type of protection, explosion proof or intrinsically safe. And electrical connection M20, then loop power supply 24 volt DC. Enclosure material 316 SST or sometimes aluminum or SS stainless steel. Okay, that's it. Then option, whether you want go for a leakage test, means this has to comply ANSI FCA 70.70 section 2. Then pressure casting quality. Basically, this is again project requirement 1, 2, 3 or 4 on this casting quality. And complaint standard, if NAS is required, then if you have to go for MR0175. Okay, National Association for Corrosion Engineers. Then volume of this volume tank size. This one again project specification. You can check with the vendor. Yeah. So that's it, friends. I hope I have given some useful information on the on-off wall data sheet. So basically, friends, this one is more of, like what I have given is a very, very comprehensive information, very, very comprehensive information. So as I highlighted earlier, some of the company, uh, data sheet format I'm telling. So they will, go with a very simple information. So you can choose from this and yeah. So just as a recap, what we have covered is general information, line data, process condition. So the main part is the body and trim we covered, actuator also we covered, asset, performance also we covered, position switch, solenoid valve also covered. And finally, we touched upon a bit on the options and accessories. Thank you, friends. Thanks a lot for your support. Keep supporting. Your support is very, very important for me and for B Spice channel growth. Okay. Thank you, friends. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.